Okay, now joined by Adam Hadwin here at the RBC Canadian Open at Royal Montreal. And Adam, this is beginning to be a little bit old hat for you, a number of experiences playing in the RBC Canadian Open. Just summarize, though, your emotions when you get back to playing in this national championship.
Yeah, it never gets old, Jason. It's always nice to come back into Canada. Obviously playing on web.com last few years, we haven't had an event up here. PGA Tour is only stop in Canada, so one event a year basically, except for the web.com now in Halifax. But it's always exciting to play in front of Canadian fans. They're very golf hungry. They know their stuff, and they're just waiting for one of us to sort of break through and play well.
Normally, when we speak to a web.com player about playing in the Canadian Open, that they're hoping to play well, maybe make the cut. It's a different story for you. You have been very close to winning this tournament. In fact, you're well on your way to the PGA Tour next year. So, what are your goals coming in here?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not going to treat this really any differently than I have any web.com event this year. My goal is to go out there and have some fun, enjoy what I'm doing, hit the ball in the fairway, hit on the green, and try and take as least amount of shots as possible, and we'll see where that ends up at the week. I think if I try and put any more pressure on it, I think then it just tries to create more out of the event than it really is. Even though it is our national championship, national open, and there is only one of them, you just have to break it down to what it is, and it is just golf at the end of the day.
Great season you're having so far. You won earlier this year in Chile on the web.com tour, a couple more top 10s. You're in a great position on that money list. You're almost basically assured of a spot on the PGA Tour next year. So the question is it hard not to get ahead of yourself playing the remainder of the schedule?
It's a lot harder when people keep asking me if it's hard. But it's something that I'm doing my best at trying to keep out of the forefront of my head anyways, and try and keep it pushed back. It does creep up there once things are starting to go bad, I guess, on the golf course a little bit. It's easier to sort of miss a cut and say, well, hey, I'm already there, or you sort of rest on that a little bit. But I've got to continue to work hard. Obviously, the playoffs are very high in importance, and you got to be up as high as you can on that money list going in to guarantee myself the proper number of starts to have a full season out there. Otherwise, fall too far down, you never know how many starts you'll get. So nose to the grindstone, so to speak, still, and still grinding away, and I want to hopefully win a couple more times coming in.